What's up, guys? Eli here, back for a new stuff video. I yet again have accumulated a bunch of cool stuff, and I guess I had to make a video to show you guys so we can talk about it. So there's a store nearby my house that they had a sale all weekend on like all the used stuff, like DVDs, CDs, vinyl, and stuff like that. So I kind of took advantage of that and bought a pretty good stack of movies. And I've also got some CDs that I've just kind of accumulated randomly. Even have a couple toys to show. I don't always show that on this channel, and I don't buy as many like toys and action figures and shit like that as much as I used to. But every now and then, these ones really caught my eye, and I actually had been looking for them. So we'll get going. We'll start with a couple of 2021 releases. Well, two of them are re-releases, so I don't know if that counts. But I did get the new Cradle of Filth album, Existence is Futile. I've been listening to this band for a long time, so whatever. They were actually the first black metal band I ever heard. Call them not black metal if you want. I don't really care. I think they kind of lost me for a while, but the last two albums were quite strong. So this one hopefully is along the lines of that. Sorry if the lighting is even maybe a tad bit worse than the last few videos. Yeah, I need to do something about that. But I haven't. So anyways, yeah, the new Cradle of Filth, haven't listened to it yet. If you have, feel free to let me know what you think. So yeah, we're going to get into re-release territory for the next two. This is a band I've always thought were really, really cool. Always wanted to get, they only had two albums, always wanted to get them, never managed to do so. So this is their debut from, I think, 1988. Shit, it might be, I think it was 88. I'm really bad with years, but we have Serpent Temptation by Incubus. Death thrash band out of, Louisiana, I believe. Formed by the Howard brothers, and yeah, just big cult death thrash, basically. The two albums that they made were just fantastic. I hope it doesn't take me 20 years to get the other album, but yeah, this is the 2021 release, re-release, Brutal Records. I don't know much about Brutal Records, but they did a good job on this one, so whatever. This next one you're probably going to be wondering why I bought, and I don't even have an answer for that. I do have the original, the original CD, and for some reason I just felt the need to grab this. This is a special edition pressing of Danzig's fifth album, Black Acid Evil. It's got a very cool slipcase. Usually slipcases aren't that cool, but this one's awesome. It even has, you might not be able to read the back. This is like Danzig. Yeah, there's some lettering there. It's a cool slipcase. And the CD art is way cooler than the original. There's the back. There's the front. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'll pull it out. Terrible album. I like I said, I do own it. I don't know why I bought this. It just looked too cool to me. Well, all I really saw was the slipcase, and I really wanted to see what was inside, right? So very, very cool artwork. And it's a nice booklet. I don't think there are any additional tracks or anything like that. So, I mean, I wasn't expecting anything amazing, but, I mean, it's pretty cool. Probably Danzig's worst album, hands down. At least that's what I think. But, yeah, I almost debated, like, should I even show this? And I'm going to have to, battle with myself in front of you guys on, why I bought this. I don't know. Like I said, I think I was just really curious to see what was on the inside, and I like what's on the inside, so let's just drop it. This was a cool thing. This is Styx, the Wood and Nickel recordings. So it's the first 4 Styx albums, which I didn't have any of, and those albums aren't always super easy to find. So what we have is the debut album, Styx, Styx 2, The Serpent's Rising, and Man of Miracles. 4 really good albums. It's a double disc, and yeah, they did a really, really good job. Very cool booklet. It has, what I like most about the booklet is, yeah, there's some interview liner notes and stuff, but they show all the cover arts. There's the cover art for the debut album. That was easily my favorite part about this, the booklet. Cover art for Styx 2. Cover art for The Serpent is Rising. And cover art for Man of Miracles. So, really happy to have this. Instead of, tracking down all 4 of those albums, which I've been on the lookout for. I don't see them very often. I just have all the 4 to listen to now for like $12. So, there's that. I also got, I own most King Diamond stuff, right? And I have had it for a long, long time. Never had Fatal Portrait, the debut album. And I love it. So, I bought this re-release that Metal Blade did not too long ago, where it's kind of like a mock vinyl representation. It's kind of like a mock gatefold. It's got a nice booklet, and they made the, kind of dumb, but whatever. They made the CD itself look like a little vinyl. It looks like the vinyl version that somebody just shrunk down, and whatever. I just wanted the album. I wouldn't prefer this version, but this is what my local record store had. So, I mean, what matters is I get to listen to the album now. So, and it's killer. So, yeah. Last of the CDs, I got this. This is quite a random thing. I didn't even know it existed. Just grabbed it. It actually has, for what it is, it actually has really good reviews on various music websites, review sites. So we have the Wishbone Ash collection called Time Was. It's a 2-disc version, or two-disc set. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got songs from at least up to this point in their career. This came out in like 93 or something, so it's their 70s and 80s stuff. But it also has, it's got some live tracks. But what's cool about this also for big Wishbone Ash fans, which I'm not necessarily, but it's got 2 unreleased tracks, which is always cool when you're doing any kind of a compilation. You got to give people a reason to buy it. I mean, not just people, but you got to give the diehard fans a reason to buy it. Just making a compilation of tracks that they already have, that's not doing the longtime fans any good. So I really love when they do that. It's one of those old 2-disc boxes like they used to make, 80s and 90s. It's got a nice booklet that I haven't really gone through yet, but for someone who's still kind of just still getting into Wishbone Ash even after 10 plus years. It was still, a cool thing to grab. So, all I have is Argus. No, I have Argus, and I think I have Pilgrim. I don't know. Pretty sure I have 2 albums. I have Argus and then one other album on vinyl. Whatever. I got a bunch of movies here now. This is kind of the bulk of the video. I don't think I'd ever heard of this, but Synapse Films does a pretty cool job with their re-releases. They mostly do horror movies. They do cult stuff. So I got this movie from 1991, Popcorn. Obviously, the cover really grabbed me. The back art really grabbed me. I think I'm gonna watch this tonight. Little product catalog in there. I can't believe they still make those. This is from from last year. So there's I did open it. There's an order form in here you can fill out and send in like they used to do decades ago. I don't know. It's cool. This movie that I have watched, I watched this the other night, and I really quite liked it. Draft House Films always does a really cool, they always do a bang-up job with their DVDs. This movie's called Wrong. It's from 2012. It is a weird movie. It's at times it's really funny. At times it's very, just very weird, kind of Jodorowsky movies from the 70s. They're just at times where it kind of reminds me of that. There's just weird stuff that just doesn't make sense. He goes to work every day. He's got some kind of office job, but as soon as he walks in the office, it's raining on the inside, and everyone is just sitting there working, typing on their laptops, acting like for some reason they don't notice the rain, and no one ever talks about it. So it's got just weird stuff like that. But like I said, at times really funny. It comes with this really cool like little book. There's a character in the movie who he's like some kind of like spiritual guru that works with animals and people that have animals specifically. So this is just kind of like a mock-up of one of the books that he wrote. It's really cool. It's got a bunch of like really cool. It's not supposed to be serious, but it's the artwork in here is amazing. The intricate and metamorphic dreamscape of the common pug. It's like occult teachings with tied into animals. It's pretty awesome. Like there's this part where so the main character meets this guy. His name is Master Chang, and previously he had met like an associate of Master Chang, and she gave him Master Chang's book, the first volume. This is volume 2. And so he's reading through it, and then he meets Master. He gets to meet Master Chang, and he's like, Master Chang's like, "Have you read my book?" And he's like, "Yeah, actually, I've gone through some of it. It's pretty good." Volume 1, and Master Chang's like, "No, disregard all that. Here's volume 2. Volume 1 is just it's garbage," which kind of reminded me. I don't know if it was intentional, but it kind of reminded me of like the Bible, how Christians are like, with the New Testament and the Old Testament. I'm assuming that had to have had something to do with it, but really good movie. If anyone's ever seen this, let me know, because I've never even heard of it, but very much worth watching, very much worth buying. Yeah, very cool, especially for people like me who have pets and stuff. I didn't say actually what I meant to say at the beginning of this was it's basically just the movie's basically just about the main character. His name is Dolph. He wakes up one morning and his dog is gone, and his dog is like the only friend he has pretty much, and like he's just gone. So the whole thing is about him finding his dog. His dog's name is Paul, so it's about him finding Paul. And there's just weird shit that happens throughout the movie. So I mentioned not too long ago that I bought this movie, and it's really, really good. This movie, Almost Human, directed by a guy named Joe Begos. This was his first movie. Since then, he's done 3 more movies. I haven't been able to find one of them, but I was able to find 2. So I got this, The Mind's Eye. She looks really, really cool. Can't wait to watch it. RLJ Studios or whatever. Is that what it's called? RLJ Entertainment. They do some cool stuff. I think this right here I think this is the original cover. I bought this used, so whoever had it before, I think flipped it, but I like this one better anyways. I like that version, so. Sounds really cool. I've read up on it a little bit. Yeah, stoked to watch it. I think this one right here is his most recent movie. From 2019, pretty sure. Got this on Blu-ray. I don't really care what version I buy when I go to buy a movie. I just want the movie. I don't give a shit about Blu-rays. I'm totally cool with just watching a regular DVD. They look fine to me. So, VFW. It's just about this group of veterans who, you know how veterans, most towns have them, like kind of like little hangout places. They go to every day, and they get to hang out and talk with each other. And so one day, I guess some girl just randomly walks in with like a bag, like a bunch of shit that she stole, like from some drug dealers / like mafia type people. So she just went in there because they're chasing her, and so this group of veterans ends up having to fight the drug dealers because obviously their building is being attacked, and I don't know. It's supposed to be really good, and yeah, stoked to watch it. All right, I cannot believe I haven't watched yet. I just haven't had the chance. I've literally been waiting at least probably 2 or 3 months ever since I've learned about this. I've been waiting and waiting for it to come out, and it finally came out last week. We have Pig with Nicolas Cage. I'm a big Nicolas Cage fan. Picked up the Blu-ray because it was the same price as the DVD. That's usually when I will buy Blu-rays. I just something drew me into this. Obviously, I'm very much drawn to movies that are about people that, you know, like have pets of some sort, because I mean, there's this, you know, I've worked with animals, and, you know, they're a big part of my life. There's a certain, I don't know, there's to me, there's like two different kinds of people that have pets, and there's one type, such as myself, who, you know, their pets are like, you know, they treat them like they treat people. They don't, you know, I've seen so many people, you know, come home with a puppy, and then once the puppy's 2 or 3 years old, you know, that family doesn't care about it anymore. It's not, you know, it's not a cute little stuffed animal. You know, they're over it, and I just can't relate to people like that. And then there's, you know, I'm on the, yeah. So anyway, so this movie is about a guy he's like a retired chef. Now he makes his money truffle hunting, which a lot of people do make money doing that. So he used to live in Portland, where he was like, you know, he worked in some big classy restaurant. And now he still lives in Oregon, you know, on the outskirts or whatever, out in basically the wilderness. And he truffle hunts. And people that truffle hunt usually have, a lot of them will have dogs. Specific dogs are very good for truffle hunting, but a lot of people do use pigs as well. So he's got a pig. It's a truffle hunting pig, and it is kidnapped and taken from him, and it's basically him going back into Portland and trying to find his pig. Don't spoil this for me, please, if you leave a comment. I really hope, like, he does. I hope it turns out good, and like he finds his pig. And I have a feeling probably he doesn't. Probably, you know, the pig is killed or something like that, or he just never finds it. Please don't say anything. I will kill you, or I will block you forever. You know, I haven't been this excited to watch a movie in a long time, so I will probably watch this tonight. So hopefully I'll get to watching this before the video is uploaded. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. Got the Man Trilogy. I pretty much just bought this because I have the first 2 Man movies. I don't have 3. I've never seen it. And I've never seen it as a one-off release, so I just bought this. It was cheap. Bought the whole trilogy just to watch number 3. It's fine. Man 1 is great. Man 2 is okay. I don't know. Hopefully Man 3 is at least worth watching. Cool double disc. Yeah. Yeah, I love the first Man though. Blood-Sucking Freaks. I've heard of this movie. It's a Troma release. I collect Troma releases. I buy every single one I can find when I come across them in the wild. I've heard of this one. It looks pretty crazy. Stoked to watch it. I don't know a whole lot about it, other than, you know, like I said, I've heard of it over the years. This is 98. I don't know if that's just when this version came out. I don't know. I always thought Blood-Sucking Freaks was an older movie, but I could be wrong. Anyways, stoked to watch it. That's all that matters. This next one, I bought this very cheap. I've never heard of it. It looks kind of cool. Looks kind of just like very David Cronenberg inspired, obviously. Specifically The Fly. Came out in 2005, I guess, or 2004, something like that. Mosquito Man. I have a feeling this will probably turn out to be one of those movies where they put more time and money into the cover than they did the actual movie. But, I don't know, it looks pretty gross. So, yeah, we'll see. I basically got this free from the sale that they had at said store that I mentioned earlier. So, even if it's terrible, I didn't really pay anything for it necessarily. Same with this one, because I wasn't really planning on buying this, but, so the Wrong Turn series, I thought the first one was pretty cool. I have, like, number 5. They've made, like, at least 6 or 7 of them. I have number 5. I've never watched it. This is Wrong Turn number 3. I've heard, like, the first 3 are pretty good. Like I said, I like the first one. So, I am a fan of movies with, like, fucking, like, mutant redneck cannibals, and, yeah. So that's, most of you have at least seen the first one, so that's basically what's going on here. Yeah. Last but not least, for the movies at least, we got Blood Feast. I've always wanted to see this. Directed by Herschel Gordon Lewis. Obviously, this is the movie where, the band Blood Feast took their name. When was this movie made? Probably in the 70s, but like I said, I don't know anything about it. It's only a movie I've always known about, never seen. But I have it now, and I'm pretty stoked. It looks pretty gnarly. Some pictures from the movie, pretty bloody. So, yeah, stoked for that. And that's it for the movies and music. Last thing I'm going to show you is if any of you are my age, or at least my age, you're going to remember HeMan from back in the day. I wasn't a massive HeMan fan, but I was a HeMan fan, for sure. And I had a lot of the toys, and I don't have them anymore, and I've always kind of, wished that I had them. Well, anyways, Mattel recently, just real recently, I think this year, made, reproductions of the original action figures, and they're really, really, really similar to the originals. So I decided to grab a few. I don't know if I'm going to be getting more. Initially, I was just going to get one, and I was going to get HeMan, Prince Adam. When I got to the store and I saw these, I just decided not to get him at all. And I got two of the bad guys, the villains. So I don't know if I'm going to be getting any more, but I kind of want to. I definitely did get Skeletor. And how would you not buy that? The box looks so cool. It would be nice to keep him in the box, but I always open my shit. Because he's got weapons in here, and how is he supposed to hold his weapons when they're in the box? But I'll probably keep the package and everything, but they did a really cool job. They put little mini comics. You kind of see it. Put little, mini comics in there, and, yeah. So I got Skeletor, and I got Merman, another one of the villains. Yeah, how could I not? It looks like they made 6, at least so far. I don't know. And they made 2 good guys and 4 bad guys, and I don't know. I might grab a few more. I really do like these. They did such a good job. I'm just super drawn to them. So yeah. And the only reason I bought 2, like I said, I was only going to buy 1. I knew that they were $20 because I already read about these online, but the store that I got them at had buy 1 get 1 for half price. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll buy 2. If they have a deal like that still, next time I decide to buy another one, I'll probably get another 2. But yeah, I've actually been waiting to make this video before I open them up. So maybe in my next video I'll show them out of the box. I doubt anyone really cares. Hopefully some of you do, because that back in the day that HeMan was fucking awesome. So anyways, that's all I got. Raw and uncut video. As always, talk to me about anything you want here. Have you heard the new Cradle of Filth album? Have you seen Pig? Are you into HeMan? That's all I got. I'm going to take off. Louis says hello. He is down here. As always. I do have a couple of videos planned. My next... I have actually been starting to kind of line stuff up. My next couple videos are going to be... I already have another CD collection video lined up. And I also have a tape collection video / death metal t-shirt video lined up as well. So probably all that within the next week or so. So anyways, thanks for stopping by as always. And we will talk soon. Cheers, guys.